Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. What a day! I think Bitcoin has reached 100k. I think it was on crypto.com. So yeah, I mean, sooner or later we knew we are gonna get there. However, yeah, I wouldn't really call that 100k yet because we all know that crypto.com, they have astronomical fees. Or rather an crazy spread, rather that, right? So they have a crazy spread. That's how they make their money, at least my experience. So, but that aside, I think also the other exchanges will soon show 100k BTC. Now, the daily chart still shows an unchanged structure. The current third wave is extended. We have not yet started the fourth wave that we are watching for. And we are on our way to 100k. That is still in line with the previous update, also previous video that you saw earlier today. If you watched it, then the idea is still that on this roadmap here, we could get another 4-5 pattern to complete this third wave. And then I would like to see another 4-5, which could complete the larger cycle at the moment. And that's sort of been my, I don't want to say call because I'm not calling tops, but my current interpretation of the chart is that we should reach 130k in the coming weeks or months, and then possibly in Q1, maybe in January, February, in that price region, we could form a major top. Now I'm very open to extensions, yeah, and I have already mentioned in previous updates that in this scenario, even an upside extension to round about 190. 200k is possible, no problem. So again, all I can say is that we're approaching the end of a bullish market, of a bullish phase, which started in 2022. Based on what I see in the charts right now, we are not there yet. Yeah, the structure is not finished, but risk is getting higher in this area just simply by looking at the chart and recognizing that we've completed already 5 waves up. Well, shouldn't say we have completed them. We haven't completed them, but we are in the 5th wave of a 5-wave cycle. So just zoomed out, we have formed 5 waves. And that's what we've been watching for in the last couple of years. I mean, we're now approaching the train station. Well, we're not quite there yet, but most of that rally is done, right? At least on the Bitcoin chart. I mean, some altcoins, I still see decent potential in the altcoin sector. And people always ask me, okay, when Bitcoin is topping, wouldn't the altcoins sell off as well? Well, when Bitcoin really forms a major top, the altcoins will most likely follow. Well, it might be with a little bit of a delay. It depends on the structure. It's difficult to say. I want to make a dedicated video about altcoin season and what happened in the past, right? But that's obviously, time is limited. That's still going to happen. So I want to do that. But still, it's impossible to answer. The best is to have your individual altcoins, check the charts that you like. There are enough setups, understand where the setups can break and what the key levels are from the analysis, or you have your own analysis, whatever, and then just be aware of the risk, and you need to set your stop somewhere, and then you just accept the risk. And if you get stopped out, you get stopped out, but the reward to risk ratio on many of these altcoin charts is still good, okay? So it's just that Bitcoin is approaching sort of the later stages of the cycle, and we need to understand when the altcoins follow, that can happen quickly. Okay, that can happen quickly. Now, that's sort of my quick overview about the Bitcoin chart here on the daily. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame chart. Before we do that, because some of you asked us, or not many actually, have asked us for a Black Friday deal. I mentioned it in the previous video earlier today. You'll find it on X, on our X profile. There's a gift code. There's a link in that post as well. It's a 20% discount for 1 year of the annual membership, for our annual membership gift card. Very important. You go to the website, follow that link, takes you to the gift card. And then new members or existing members, you can extend your own membership with that for a year for a discounted price. It's 20% off. The annual membership is anyway 20% discounted, but this gives you another 20% off on top of that. So you could either use that to gift it because it's that season, right? So maybe you're looking for a Christmas present, or you just want to use it for yourself, or you want to save it for later. It's up to you, but it's ending on the 30th of November, and it's a rare discount because normally there are no discounts here, okay? Because prices are already very, very, very fair. Looking at the shorter time frame, and by the way, if you have any question about that, if you're unsure or you don't know how to apply it or you don't find the link, send us an email to support@morecryptoonline.com or info@ both work. Okay, so then the shorter time frame here shows us this pathway higher, okay, still unchanged. Previous update was about, okay, we should get one more high. Okay, we have seen that one more high, but the idea was that maybe we could even get to the 100K level at least in that C wave of wave 3. If you watched the previous update or did follow our update on Discord, I'm just trying to find it. Yeah, the idea was, I probably can't find it right now. No, I probably can't find it. But I remember that I did here. Yeah, so the third wave to the upside seems poised to reach. I'm talking about that third wave, right? The third wave to the upside seems poised to reach 100K or higher. Fibonacci support and so on and so on is here. But yeah, that was the idea because the pullback was in 3 waves. And I think when I made the previous video, we're still sort of hovering here just before the breakout. Or where were we? Previous video. Yeah, I think we're just hovering just before the breakout here, yeah, and it then broke out higher again. So it now takes a break below that last swing low here at around 95,650 to indicate the larger fourth wave has started. What we can do together here is just to adjust Fibonacci support, because this support area will only get locked on the chart once we have a top, and once we see a break below that intraday low, yeah, we can confirm that the fourth wave is unfolding, and then we should still get another high unless we break below 92,540 on a sustained basis. Because if we get there, or if we break below it, then this is too deep for a wave 4. Yeah, it's not an invalidation point. The invalidation is here, the low of wave 2 at around 88,650. However, or 750. Just adjusting that a little bit. But still, we know that probabilities start to shift below that level. But yeah, it still looks as if it might need another 4-5 pattern, because I haven't seen any 4-5 yet. And we have a 1-2. Yeah, this is the third, and possibly a 4-5 would be ideal. Yeah, we're stretching higher. Let's see if today we get to the 100K, or probably not today. It's like only 20 minutes to the daily candle, but it's been another positive day for Bitcoin and crypto. Altcoins following a little bit, which is great to see. Ethereum following as well. Some are really doing really well, and I don't know. I don't feel the euphoria today. I don't know what's going on. People are getting used to it, right? So it's not. So there's still scope. Okay, there's still scope. It's not that overheated yet. Not today, at least. There's still scope for rising prices, but bear in mind that should this upper micro support break, then we're dealing with that larger correction that is forecasted on the daily time frame, which could involve like a 15% drop roughly in that wave 4, maybe a bit more before we go even higher. Okay, and we just need to see how high Bitcoin goes. What I mentioned a few times now is that when we have good volume and everything, these tops in Bitcoin, they can form quite quickly. So we've seen it before, Bitcoin likes to top at a, Bitcoin doesn't like to give us very clear signals that it's exhausted. It just tops at some point, and then so it makes it a bit tricky. But yeah, overall unchanged. Okay, we're still holding above the trend line. You can keep an eye on that trend line as well. So that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.